Good day. This is just to give a quick report on the just concluded CONCACAF U20 Group D Qualifiers that was held in Trinidad and Tobago. To be specific, here's the Crawford Stadium. Taking a look at here's the Crawford Stadium. It was a very hot day, first day on the 23rd. Began with Canada scheduled to play Dominica. Going into the tournament, it felt that the race was going to come down to Canada and Trinidad and Tobago. So after the first game, it was quite obvious that Trinidad and Tobago were already under a little pressure with the amount of goals scored by Canada. Followed by host Trinidad and Tobago playing St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, over the period of time, some of these people are not informed, think that this was going to be a cakewalk. Just joke around before the game to say it was going to be a close one for just 10 minutes, but in reality, I know this has been a close game over the years.
Coach, good game. Come from behind.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it, and what are your thoughts on the opposition?
The opposition, I thought they did what they had to do to make the game that they wanted to make. I thought we fell into that trap by realizing that they dropped off. They put all 10 players behind the ball. And look, I realized that the level of fitness is not where it's supposed to be, and that was a smart tactic. We were lucky to get back into the game, but the thing about it is that we made it way too hard for ourselves.
The support of the Trinidad and Tobago fans was different to the years I covered the different teams in Trinidad and Tobago.
What's your thing in bringing these guys together the way they are?
Okay, I'll say this. I didn't bring them together, okay? Mm-hmm. They were brought together by Anton Cornell, by Cooper, by Marvin Gordon. Those guys brought them together. What I tried to do is to make them play a style of soccer that was normal, which meant possess the ball to go forward. Tonight, we went away from that and was playing it 20, 30, 40-yard balls into a team that was dropping off. In the second half, we made a couple of changes. We got back into the game. We scored the second, and it was nice to see that a player who works the hardest, I think, in our team, got the opportunity, put it away, and, the boys got to celebrate.
We're here with the coach of St. Vincent, better known as SVG. Coach, I'll show your capabilities against Trinidad and Tobago, where you succumb late in the game.
We always box above our weight, and we always there with any heavyweight champion in the Caribbean and in the region. With Trinidad and Tobago, this will be my third time coaching against them. In 2016, we defeated them in the under-23s in Puerto Rico, and in 2018 they defeated us 3-2 in Bradenton in Florida. And in this tournament in Trinidad, the result ended up the same way, 3-2 after leading 2-0. So I was not surprised with the result, except that I was disappointed in not getting the W.
Going in, Canadian coach changed the entire lineup, practically the entire lineup, which I thought was a very brave move, seeing that St. Vincent and the Grenadines played a close game against Trinidad and Tobago.
You change your lineup. You were that confident to change? I think it's almost the entire lineup.
Look, confident in how good the boys have been in our prep, how well they've done in training. I think with all respect for the opposition, the toughest team we played in the first two games was us in training, so we felt that all of them can win those first two matches for us.
I guess he knew more about the scouting report than I did, and that worked in his favor. Although up to the 20th minute, the score was 0-0 with Canada and the St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Going into the second game, I thought this is where Trinidad and Tobago had to show what they were about versus Dominica.
We're here with the coach of Dominica. How are we enjoying the tournament so far?
The tournament is a good tournament for young aspiring footballers. It's competitive. We did not do our best because I think we were not ready for that kind of competition. But it's a good experience for the young boys. It's under 20 and most of our players, our average age is about 16, so we have young players that can feature in our tournament. Can't keep making schoolboy mistakes on the playing field because that costs us a lot. Other than that, the tournament is good. It's a good tournament, well organized, well put together.
But you had some improvement from one game to the next.
Yeah, well, I think the first game was a culture shock in terms of the level they were at, because like I said, they're young, and the Canadians, I guess, they were intimidated, surprised, whatever it is. So we didn't play particularly well in the first game. But against Trinidad, when we lose, I guess, lose out, we should have had a better game.
We're here with the coach SVG. So you just hinted that time in Toronto?
Yes, I actually am a Seneca alumni. I actually played soccer at Seneca 2001-2002 under Coach Video and his assistant Bayati, and I was all academics also in those years. And my best friend in Canada, Mr. Caswayne Mason, played professionally all around Toronto. Played for the Toronto Lynx in the late 90s, early 2000s. I've been my best friend since childhood, growing up, and I know he would be proud.
Caswayne played for me.
Oh yes, man. Now I know.
You're gonna hear from the under 17 coach of Trinidad and Tobago. I knew he had quite a few players that moved up into the under 20. So I just wanted his thoughts on what the under 17 squad looked like and what he thought of the tournament and the way forward.
The name is Sean Cooper, head coach of the national under 17 boys team.
So you in Montego Bay in 2012, so I don't know if you ever stopped.
Well, I stopped probably for a year and then I was recalled. So I'm with the boys. I went to the U17s in Guatemala, and then I took the U15 boys to Dominican Republic, and now I'm back with the U17 boys who were in Dominican Republic.
And
I've now graduated to U17.
Sorry. And speaking to the coach, he gave you and everybody else credit for putting the squad together. Is there any of your guys on this team? And
there's about 11 of them. 11 of them have graduated to this under 20 level, which is a large amount, because there's about 4 of them who again could play with the under 20s and the next round. 2025 they will be eligible to play.
Long awaited. What you thought of the tournament, and what's your assessment of the tournament?
We're obviously pleased for coming through and qualifying. I think that's the objective, and we got the job done. I think it wasn't easy for a new group. Boys had only been together for 5 days before our first game. So I thought they put in a real effort, real shift, and got to know each other, and really proud of how hard they worked and how hard they got ready. So we're just pleased, but we're staying humble because we know that there's big games to come. Job's not nearly done.
The teams in the Caribbean, a la Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Dominica, they have to do a little better with the spacing on the field and in their defense. Can't negate the fact that at times you play teams that are either better than you or having the better of the exchanges early in the game, and that's what happened to these teams in different games, and to Trinidad and Tobago playing Canada in the last game.